It says we're live. We're live. What is this, Lady Ada?
Hey everybody, welcome to another weekly show. Wait, I didn't even check my mic. Is my mic on?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I'm always like worried that
Yeah, I can hear everything.
I screwed something up.
This is definitely live. People say, is this really live? Yep, it's live.
It's totally live because I'm like,
live.
what the?
Okay.
Sorry. Well, welcome to another fabulous show and tell. It's me, Lady Ada. We're gonna have all sorts of fun and exciting and interesting and attractive people show off their projects, retro technology, workspaces, and other neat things. We will call on you in the order that we see you in the little boxes on the side. And then when we do call on you, just unmute your mic and show off your project. Take 3-4 minutes, I think, is a good amount of time. We always end up having a lot of people show up at the end. We will start with...
We're going to start with Tony DeCola from Adafruit Northwest. Tony, hey. What are you up to this week?
Hey, yeah. So I've been playing a little bit in some spare time with the bad USB attack that people might have heard about, where it's basically an attack where you can reprogram the firmware of something like this, just a little USB drive, and you can make it work like a USB keyboard or a mouse or any kind of a human input device. And the problem is with most operating systems today, when you plug in a keyboard, it's immediately trusted. So there's nothing to stop that keyboard from going and opening a terminal and then downloading a rootkit and taking over your whole system. And I'll show you a quick little demo and something that I made to potentially mitigate it. So let's see. Do you see the laptop here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice
okay,
cutting
cool.
table.
Oh, yeah. So that's just a MacBook. And then this guy right here, this is a Teensy 3.1, which is just a simple little ARM chip, similar to like an Arduino, but it can be programmed to work as a USB keyboard, and it runs this attack called USB drive-by that someone made that basically can give you a really easy way to do these attacks. So watch what happens when I plug this thing into the Uh-oh, getting some kind of feedback.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay.
All right. So I just plugged it in, and you might see some things happening. So I'm not touching this. Yep, a terminal just opened up, and now it just says...
Oh my God, you just got owned.
Yep, Cal say you've been owned. And that's all coming from the little teensy chip here. So it's acting like a USB keyboard. It's programmed to run the key commands to open terminal. And instead of just printing out a message, this actually could be downloading a rootkit or going wild and taking over the system.
Yikes.
Now let's see what happens. So I was thinking, what could you do to mitigate an attack like this? And the problem is you need some kind of a firewall, like something that goes through and stops the bad traffic. And the tough thing with USB is that there aren't a lot of devices that let you do a pass-through or a firewall type device. But the BeagleBone Black right here, this thing is actually perfect for it because it's got a USB host port on one side, and that's what you can plug a device into, like a flash drive, and then a device port on the other side. And if you learn a little bit about a lot of the different Linux drivers, you can figure out how to make a device look like a flash drive or another thing. So I'll plug this in. This is just the BeagleBone Black. And it's going to boot up. It takes it maybe 5-10 seconds or so. And you'll see the lights right here. These are kind of the activity LEDs. Let me hold this up. So you'll see once they all just start lighting up solid, all 4 of them on, then my service is running. Okay, so they're all on solid. They're not flashing anymore. So let's see what happens. I'm just going to plug in a USB drive to the device. So I'll put this on the BeagleBone Black. And it takes it about a second or two. So it's loading up the flash drive. The flash drive is connected to the BeagleBone Black, and then it's going to pass that through to my laptop here. And in a second, it should open up and just show up as a new drive on my machine. And you probably won't be able to see it very well. So yeah, it just popped up, and I can just open it up. There's basically a drive. This just, I can access this just like any other drive. Now, if I pull this out and I put the bad USB attack or the USB drive-by back in, let's see what the BeagleBone Black does. So I'll plug this in. Oops, the wrong way. And, oh, now you see these lights are flashing here.
Whoa, warning.
So, yep, exactly. And on the machine here, there's no attack going on. It's just telling me that I didn't eject the disk properly last time. So what's basically happening here is I have a service that's running. It's just a little Python script, and it's listening to USB changes with UDEV, which is kind of the Linux device driver subsystem. And whenever it sees a device plugged in, it looks to see, is it a flash drive? And if it's a flash drive, it will use the USB device port and basically do a pass-through. So it'll mount the flash drive as something that you can access and looks just like a flash storage drive. But if it sees a keyboard or a hid device or attack like this, then it'll warn you. It'll flash and say, hey, something's wrong with this device, and stop you from being able to use it. So it's kind of like a firewall that prevents malicious traffic from getting over the USB port there. So it only lets through the mass storage device. And then the last little trick is I programmed it so when I press the boot button on the BeagleBone Black in the back there, that's a shutdown button. So it's going to cleanly shut down, and you see it just turned off, so I can unplug this thing, and we're ready to go. So it's kind of a neat thing. It's not foolproof. Like, if you were super paranoid, you probably don't want to use a BeagleBone Black where anyone can just plug in a new little SD card and load their own code on this thing. So, but it's kind of cool. It's just a neat kind of proof of concept that you can build a device like this. And this is Linux based, but a really more advanced device might be using like an FPGA or something to do more low level kind of snooping of the USB traffic and really act like a firewall here. So.
All right, very cool. I like this. So what if you do use this to have a hardware firewall and you notice that the thing that you're plugging in is weird? What would be your next step to then start to analyze it and see what's on it?
Yeah, good question. Right. So you probably want to just see, use some USB libraries and try and figure out, okay, what devices is it presenting itself as? Because the bad USB attacks, I don't think there are any examples of it, but it's just kind of in theory. You can have a device that looks and feels just like a mass storage device, but maybe only when it's being accessed a certain way does it suddenly turn into a keyboard. So it's kind of nefarious. There are ways that people could hide the behavior there, but you at least know that, okay, this is a device I shouldn't trust. Like, it's doing something that clearly it shouldn't do. It's trying to act like a keyboard here, and so you don't really know what it's trying to run potentially. But you could maybe put it on like a machine that's not connected to the internet and see what happens. For example, like, what is it trying to do?
Yeah. All right. Well, news from the future. I can tell you that someone's going to go to a conference and they're going to get a free USB drive, and we're going to hear about this in a big way.
Okay.
All right.
All right. We have a whole bunch of people. So.
All right. Next up is Noah and Pedro. What you got going this week, guys?
Hey guys, happy Wednesday. Hello. We just got some new printers. Yay! We have the LulzBot Mini and we have the PrinterBot Plus. So we've been printing a couple things. Pedro, what do you got for us here? So the PrinterBot Plus has a way bigger build plate, so we're testing out some of the Super Game Pi prints on this, and it's coming out phenomenal. All the retraction, all of the thickness and the layer height is like really good.
Cool. You working on a review for this?
It's a lot cleaner, yeah. So we're working on a review for that. And I've been printing some more, maybe some more smaller cute things on the mini LulzBot. So here's a future project maybe. Pretty cute. And like we were saying, we will come out with some new reviews as the time goes.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh.
We lost a Noah and Pedro.
Awesome.
All right.
But we also got to see all the 3D printing stuff that they're making.
That's right. Perfect timing for them. Okay, so sorry guys, I think their internet cut out. Next up, when I saw the folks come in, Chris Young. Hey Chris, how's it going?
Hey Chris.
Unmute your mic and show us your project.
Okay, I have a new little toy here that we're going to show you. Dad grabbed the camera? The camera, yeah. It's a little robot arm that we put together last weekend.
Oh, it's a little
the robot arm, yeah.
Okay, and of course, I had to put an infrared interface on it.
That's right.
So, using my TV remote, I can do...
I like those build videos. Will it blend? I think for your stuff, it's can you put an IR remote on it?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Okay, here it comes.
All right.
Is this the first live robotic arm thing that we've had on the show?
Yeah, this is definitely the first IR control.
Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. And it's like the claw game, but here it is.
Okay, it's getting a good grip. Yes.
Okay, we're not done
Score.
Yet. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, so you're controlling that all over remote control.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you're like really good at that.
Okay.
Cool.
This is going to be one of our new shows. Robot Arm.
Yeah, I can watch this all day. It's very relaxing.
So anyway, go ahead and put this thing back.
Okay, good work,
And next, I just got my CC3000 from you guys on Monday. I haven't had a chance to solder the pins in it or play with it yet. But my idea is to develop a REST API to control the robot arm. And of course, if you're going to have that, then you've got to call it arm rest, right?
At arm rest.
And it's powered by a power supply that I usually use for my Christmas tree. And so it's the Christmas tree usual power, or CUP. Now all I have to do is build a bracket for that, and it will be a cup holder for my armrest.
Okay. Oh boy.
Anyway,
Excellent.
That's a lot. That's a lot of puns.
To show you the web interface.
Okay.
I had a lot of fun reprogramming the reverse kinematics and all that stuff. And once I get it all written up, I'll post a link, or I might want to talk to you about putting it on the learning devices.
Yeah.
Totally cool with us. All right,
All right.
Chris, thank you so much. You and your robot arm. Get
Okay.
us on the show and tell sticker.
Those are such cute
And we'll
arms.
see you next week. All right, next up, besides a cat in the box. Cat in the box, look.
That's a cute cat in the box.
Yeah, saw Kirby come in. Kirby, unmute your mic and show us your project. Hey, Kirby.
Hi. So I got a lull spot a while ago. It needed something to make, so I've been working on the NMove project. I don't know
Oh,
if you've seen
that's
it.
great.
It's an all open source robot.
Yeah, we had the guy who started it on our month-long series called Make the World. It was a huge robot.
Yeah, I just started, so I haven't got too far yet.
Well, you've got a robot head.
Yeah, so it looks cool. I keep it on my desk at work.
You're
so,
ahead of the game, as they would say.
so
All right.
That's
All right.
what I'm working on. And then for Valentine's, I'm making a Adabot, but this
Aw.
one's just my one to make sure the parts fit because his legs didn't come out. So
That's all right.
working on him, I'm gonna be able to call into him with a cell phone because he's going to be asking an important question possibly.
Oh, really?
Okay.
So I'll need
Okay.
to hear the
All right.
answer.
All right, you got to make sure this works.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you don't
so
see it on
I
the
got
show sticker, but if you propose using an Adabot, you have to let us know.
You can't give hints.
I know.
So
Who's
I'll
watching?
get a video hopefully of it working.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, that's intense. Wow. All right, I'm glad we made Adabot cute. Okay. All right, well, thank you so much, Kirby. Email us support@adafruit.com for SE on the show and tell sticker, and good luck, and please let us know how it works out.
All right.
Okay, all right, we're going to keep moving along here. Next up is, let's see, Mikkel?
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, Mikkel, how's it going?
Hello.
Unmute your mic.
Hey,
and
how are you?
Hello, what you got this
Hello.
week?
So last week I showed you something. Let me switch to different camera.
All right, a little dark in here, that's all right.
All right.
What you got?
So last week I showed you the Arduino geocache I made, and this week I would like to show you more insights, how some technical details, how it works. So the goal of the geocache is to move the device certain height, and when you do it, it will display the coordinates to the next stage.
Okay.
Now, how I made it. So it's Arduino based, and I made this circuit board. It's battery powered. It's powered from the two AAA batteries. The microcontroller is running on 3.3 volts. On the left side, there is a power supply. I step up the voltage from batteries to the 3.3 volts. And also there is a step-up converter to 5 volts to power the display. On the other side, there is a atmospheric air pressure sensor. It's like BMP085, except the newer version. So thank you, Adafruit, for the library.
All right.
And normally the device, it doesn't have any on-off switch. It goes to sleep after it's done, and wakes up when you press the button. Also, the button is serves as a user interface. You can advance to the next screen in the program.
All right.
That's some nice silk screening.
Yeah, I really like the little QR code on the back. So it's arducash.com. So that's where people can find out more about this.
And this Vijay also happened to create some kind of a smile face.
Oh, that's clever.
I didn't do it on purpose. It just
no. Just tell everybody you did it on purpose. I mean, I know this is live internet, but don't worry, we'll just say that it was on purpose. Good work.
All right, that's it.
Okay, well, thank you so much. Email support@adafruit.com, and please send a link to that project or put it in the comments on the video too, so folks can check it out. All right, we're gonna keep zipping along. Aiden, how's it going? Unmute your mic and show us your project. Looks like you're ready to show us. Okay, what you got going on?
Okay. Is this working?
Yep. Yeah. You're all good.
Great. Okay. Sorry if I'm not good at this. This is my first time doing this, but
we're not good at this either. Don't worry.
Great. So I know there have been a few tutorials on the Adafruit Learning Center on soft robotics, and I have a small soft robotics project myself. Not quite a full robot yet, but certainly a component. So let me flip my camera around real quick.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right, so that's you got the little hypodermic that can push in. Is that water or is it?
I'm just using air. I've tried it with water and tends to spring leaks really easily. But
yeah.
So yeah, so as you can see, it's kind of this like zigzaggy type structure.
Yeah.
And when it inflates, it extends. So and it does that because the little like balloons here inflate and push each other apart.
Oh, that's cool.
And as I said, this isn't a full soft robot yet. It certainly could be attached with other types of soft robotic parts to create a full robot, allowing some form of movement as a result of the linear motion created by this component, you could say.
Yeah, so, it's like a muscle.
Yeah.
This is great. I really like that people can get into soft robotics because you can have Ninja Flex with 3D printing. You have access to all this stuff. And are you designing this from scratch?
Yep, I did, and printed it on my printer here.
Oh, great. And you used Ninja Flex or the flexible filament for this?
Actually, I printed the mold and then poured in silicone.
Oh, even better.
It's more durable that way.
Yeah. That's really smart.
Yeah.
Ninja Flex is not that airproof. It's
yeah, except what I've seen people do is take Ninja Flex and then coat it with silicone.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Airproof, but yeah.
Okay.
So that's this.
Very cool. Email support@adafruit.com, and not only do you get an Asking on the Show and Tell sticker, but we have a biohacking and/or robotics badge, your choice.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because I gotta share some love on that. So also, if you get really far with this and you get a robot, let us know. We're always looking for more learning guides on soft robotics. We think that's something that a lot of people are interested in.
You had the Glaucus one on here.
Yeah. Yeah, that was from Matthew Brigatti. It was really cool.
Yeah, I'm actually working on a modification for that, as you can see here.
Okay.
I have so.
Oh, great.
Okay, yeah.
You're already ahead of the game.
Guy.
Okay.
Yeah, soft robots are so cool.
All right.
Yes, they are.
So we have time for 2 more people, and there's exactly 2 more people. So we're gonna do Vijay, and then we're gonna have Scott play us out as usual. Vijay.
Welcome back.
Hello. Unmute your mic and show us your project. Hello, Vijay. I think you're.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. All right. Show us your project in 2 minutes.
Okay. It's basically the same project, but is my camera working? Yeah. Okay. But I didn't get a chance to show the LEDs last week, so I set up these LEDs to reflect what the turntable does as I turn it. So let me turn this on, and so the LEDs, if you can see, it's a meter that shows the direction and speed of the motor, the servo, as it's turning there. But it seems to be acting kind of wonky because it's on Google Hangouts. So, but basically that's it. I mean, it's really simple. But you know, like I said, this is my first ever thing, and I really struggled with the code on this. I ended up just like doing it line by line to get it to do what I wanted, but it's kind of funky. But anyway, I just wanted to show the rest of it because I felt I was because I got on so late last week and I didn't get to show the whole thing. So. Let's see. Okay, there.
All right, so that's moving.
And then the LEDs tell you what way it's moving. It's a feedback system.
I see.
Yeah, so they go down. So I assigned like each LED to a range of the servo, or the the analog reading from the pot, and so that's like full speed. That's full speed. And then but I'm not getting like as fine as a range as I want. I think that's. See, I'm sorry, I can't show this very good with my phone. But anyway, basically that's it.
Oh, that's cool. And I see that you got the as seen on the show and tell sticker. That means we really
did. I had to show that off too.
All right.
Yeah, when you do your the analog readings, what you can do is you can multiply it to make the range larger.
Right.
So like, if your reading is from 0 to 1024, you have to convert that number into the servo value, which is like -90 to 90, I think. So you have to like map it and you have to adjust it. Like you might have to tweak the numbers a little bit. Sometimes like each servo is a little bit different too. Like some of them like you have to give it bigger pulses or smaller pulses. And there's also like faster servos maybe available. Or if you put a bigger wheel on the servo, it'll turn your turntable farther. Because like every time it turns, it'll be a bigger distance. So you can kind of like mess with that if you need to get it to go faster.
Right, right. And I did the mapping with the from the pot to the servo, and then I have tweaked it several times to. This is the best that I've gotten it so far. It's like more accurate with reading. Like if I center this and it stops, that stopped, and then you see it's there, but you can hear it. It's kind of going a little bit.
Yeah.
So, but it's stopped here, and then if I go one to the left, and it picks up going clockwise.
Okay. Well, so, you get another as seen on the show and tell sticker. We're going to try to squeeze in 2 people before it's over. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me back.
Oh yeah, come back every week.
I will.
Yeah, that's all good. Okay, so I'm going to try to get in Dan in, and then we're going to try to get to C. Scott. So Dan, if you could show your project in like a minute-ish.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
All right.
I tried getting on before. The old cam didn't work, so I got a new cam. Figured I'd show again.
All right, go for it. Do your thing. Wow.
That's basically making a little rover, or should I say not necessarily so little, but I want it to go places. What can I say? Adding on
wheels, and it has a little turret at the top, and this is our RC control.
Yeah, well, it's RC controlled right now, or will be when I finish modifications. But then I'm going to start learning Raspberry Pi, and it's going to have a camera feed in there as well as a camera up here.
All right. Well, I'm going to consider this, 1, there's a rabbit in the background. That's so cool. 2, I'm going to consider this the beginning of your project. So can you come back as you work on it each week so we can see the progress of it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. What's the rabbit?
What's the rabbit's name? Drive it.
What's the rabbit's name?
Cotton.
Cotton.
Okay.
Excellent. I think this is the first rabbit we've had on the show.
My daughter got it for Easter, so of course.
Yeah, Cotton.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, got a cat.
There's a cat. All right. Thank you so much. Email support@adafruit.com and get your as seen on show and tell sticker and come back and show us the progress.
There's a lot of fuzzy animals in his house.
And here we go. See Scott.
Small farm.
All right, see Scott.
With a memoriam, a music figure died last week by the name of Edgar Froese. He was the founder of a group called Tangerine Dream and is considered the father of what we call the Berlin School of Electronic Music. It's a heavily beat-driven and sequencer-driven musical style. I'm going to be playing some music in the background while I show you some other stuff. So hopefully you can hear this.
We absolutely can hear it.
But project updates. The backplane is slowly being built. I've got all the electronics on there except for a few of the power connectors and other system board connectors. It's about up to 5 pounds of weight. I've been in touch with the guy who makes Arduino kits. He sold me an empty Arduino kit box, which has the wooden insert that you can put a circuit board on. I want to do a desktop synthesizer based off the mini mode with this, so more on that when I have started on the design work for it.
Very cool.
Just today, DigiKey dropped off a box, including, it's in the box still, but I'm working on a power supply that does not suck for modular synthesizers, because in the Eurorack world, the power supplies are notoriously bad, including the one that came in the box I ordered. So I'm going to fix that.
You're going to fix it once for all. All right, you got anything else?
Here's the 8-channel MIDI CV unit with the board part of your LCD. I needed to put, if you can tell, there are taller switches on there, because if you're going to mount this behind the panel, you need the switches to actually come through the panel facing. So these are like 1/2-inch tall switch bats, but it's the same 6mm square switch. And finally, we turn Edgar down here slightly.
I'm rocking out. Great. Yeah.
I built another of the Nanos. This one, and Edgar's going to be louder than me. This one has a little bit different. I'm now mixing the 2 signals differently up here so that the digital noise source can now be heard.
Oh, okay.
Okay, sounds noisy.
Here, and just play along with Edgar.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good together.
Right. Anyway, and other improvements like scaling is improved, and I can't show it to you right now because I have to find an opto to plug in there, but I put a switch trigger mode on there so that older instruments like, I don't know if you can see the MS-20s, that machine up top with the slow panel, it uses what we call a switch trigger output. It's basically just a transistor closing the ground. And like I said, some synthesizers output that signal, so I'm giving this little board the provision to listen to it, as opposed to a voltage trigger. And that is pretty much it for this week.
Woo! Excellent. Yay! Thank you so much for not only sharing a bit of history, but all your ongoing projects. You get whatever you want. Email me. We're here every week to show and tell at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much, everyone who stopped by, including some new members of the... Okay, now there's a cat. Now there's a rabbit.
I'm telling you,
before.
there's cats and rabbits.
Thank you so much, everyone, from Soft Robotics to Soft Bunnies. We're here every week. We'll see you on Ask an Engineer in 1 minute.
I know.
Okay.
Sorry, we gotta go.
Zoom! Bye-bye, guys.